Okay, you guys. First of all, welcome back to Needish Place. And we're going to get down on this Uche Coochie. Okay? We'll be right back.
Hello everyone! I'm Anita. Welcome to my channel, where we review everything and see if we see things equally. Please help me grow this channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hope you have lots of fun.
Okay, you guys, we start episode 8 with Uche Coochie. Okay? Talking to Milton about Lydia, telling him that, he basically shouldn't, he's talking to Milton about Lydia and trying to see things his way as far as Lydia is concerned. My thing is, my review of this is, I'm not going to split these up or anything, all right? This is episode 8 and 9 combined. Something. This season of Love is Blind, these people are blind. And I don't think nobody should be going to the altar, actually. None of them should be going to the altar. Not Izzy and Stacy, because Izzy is broke. Not, what's the other ones? Not Milton and Lydia, because I don't know about that, I think eventually Lydia will get on Milton's nerves, and Lydia and Milton don't see things necessarily eye to eye. She seems to be very perturbed with the way that he keeps the house and things like that already. I mean, it's really under her skin. It's not like what you would call a deal breaker for her. It seems like him leaving his towels on the floor or leaving a bowl on the bed or something is something that Lydia just cannot live with, okay? And he took her to a nice little dinner and everything. They went to I want to say like a crystal museum or something, and they had a nice little dinner there. Was it just me, or was the waiter just lingering? Like he was pouring that wine just a little bit too long, and they were talking across him, and it was just like, when is he gonna stop pouring that wine? Well, either it was wine or champagne, whichever one it was, it doesn't matter. When was he gonna stop pouring that liquid? Okay. So anyway, these are little things that I pick up on. Lydia seems to think that, Milton should see things exactly her way, and he should be her protector. And rightfully so, if he's her man, yes. But then, Lydia, you got a lot of stuff to unpack yourself, okay? All right. Now, first of all, we had that talk. I mean, he's talking with Uche is talking to Milton, trying to sway him from basically marrying Lydia. And so, Milton just listens. They go off together, him and Lydia. She pulls him off, say, no, you come with me, And then, Uche's talking about, well, don't let her come between our friendship, And I'm like, Uche, you are really a pot stirrer. Let me tell you something about yourself. You narcissistic, arrogant. Okay? And I want to say some more, but this is YouTube. Okay? All right? But you know that you're a pot stirrer. So then you mosey yourself over there to where the rest of the people are sitting, over at the mixer that Izzy and Stacy threw. That's a whole nother situation. And so, you go into telling, exactly what's going on and everything. And everybody's just like, tell his side. He wants to tell his side. See, this is Uche being a narcissist, okay? First of all, he didn't want Aaliyah to be the person who had the last word. So he met her at the restaurant in the last episodes, and he ended it because he wanted to be the one to say, no, I end this, not you. And here she is opening herself up to him again and letting him know that she's still in it if he wants it, okay? But then he goes over there and tells the people, well, Lydia made it so bad or so hard for Aaliyah to trust him because she was putting all this, garbage in her ear, talking about the toy she bought for the dog and all this other stuff. Okay, all these other facts that she knew about Uche. Okay, but my thing is, Uche, Aaliyah made it very clear to you. She gave you a full pass to jump right back in to the relationship and continue on. Yet you and your arrogance didn't want to go forward because she left. And you didn't like the fact that she left. She left because it was a lot of things on the table. It was a lot for her to go through. And she told you that. She explained herself. Okay? But you are the reason why you and Aaliyah are not together. Nobody else. Nobody else. Not even Lydia. Okay? To, explain this and everything. And people are like, no, I don't see it that way. And this, that, and the other. He gets all riled up and he wants to explain his position. He wants to get it out. Wait a minute. And he's like, wait a minute. He's like, hold up, hold on, And so he's talking to Miriam. And Miriam's like, you got the right one right now, because I am not going to cry on you. I'm going to tell you about yourself and send you on off. Okay? All right. And so Miriam, told him about herself and everything. They had a couple, and then he comes back and he tries to demean her. I cannot stand when black men try to demean black women in front of other people. Okay. All right. Let's just keep it real. That was wrong on his part. And it's just bad, period, for a black man to go around demeaning a black woman. I mean, like, she was trying to, say, no, that's not the way I saw it. Okay. Just like Stacy was, and other people on that couch were saying to him, but he flared off at the black woman. Okay. The only black woman over there. He went off on her. Then he came back talking about, oh, and do you really live in Saudi Arabia or do you not? And do you really have this education or do you not? And I mean, do you really have this job or do you not? And I was just like, you are such a sad excuse for a black man. Just sad. Just sad. And so she cusses, basically tells him off until he walks away with his little drink in his hand, whatever them cups are that they have. And he walks away with his little drink in his hand. And he's on the phone back there. And so I think that Milton's family gave him, they look at marriage like a business, because it is. It is. You're joining forces. You're joining financially and everything else. Okay. So, his mom and dad and sister, they were really like blunt, and they were just like asking Lydia, these questions, I don't think Lydia really cared for the amount of questions or how she had to sort of, make them like her or something like that. How she had to sell herself. Okay. But the thing is, Lydia, that, you come with a lot of baggage, and let's be for real. You exactly change Milton's mind on marriage, first of all, because it seems like the family knows something that we don't, and I don't know what it is. You have those internal family things that go on. And the sister was really hard on him. Like, hey, I know everything about him. And, he's never told me, or nor has he convinced me that he's ready for marriage. And I do believe that siblings do know a lot about their siblings. Probably more than sometimes the parents do, because they have conversations. If they're that close, they have conversations. And it looks like her and Milton are pretty close. It seems as though his sister seemed a little bitter on the whole marriage bit. I don't know where that stems from. She's a married woman herself with children. Maybe that stems from the fact that she knows that marriage is a lot of work. Okay. And she doesn't know if her brother, being 24 years old, is ready for all of that, and then the age difference between 24 and 30, and, and the mother asked those same questions. So I don't know if the Milton's family is all on board as Lydia's family, and I don't know how on board Lydia's family is either. I mean, the mother is okay with it because she sees her daughter happy. But her brother wants to see her happy too. He likes Milton. Her brother likes Milton. Milton seems like a sort of cool guy to sort of like. He'll just like sort of blend in, to the wallpaper, but at the same time, is this something sustainable? Is this something that Lydia just wants now because of the show? And she wants to at least have the experience of walking down the aisle, like she said when she was trying on her dress and everything. I never knew. And see, that dress stuff and everything, I'm not going to even go through that. Okay, women were trying on white dresses. Okay. But the whole thing is that, she was just like, I never thought I'd get a chance to do this. So her saying that she didn't know whether she'll ever have a chance to go down the aisle makes me believe that she at least wants to say, okay, I went down the aisle, I tried marriage, and I can say, okay, check mark, I've done that. And for some people, marriage is like just that, a check mark off of their things I've done in life list. Okay. And I don't know if she's in it to win it. I don't know if she's in it for the long run. You're talking about kids, you're talking about bills, you're talking about those little things that bother you so much right now. And just imagine what they will be and more compounded later. I mean, she was really mad over him leaving those and I'm like that too. It's like, put things in their place. That's fine and everything. But you have to understand that you're living with another individual now. And like she said, she hasn't lived with anyone in a long time. You have to make those changes in your life, those sacrifices. Okay, just pick up the towel. You got a man. You got a caring man. These are the type of things you have to look further into, Lydia, for yourself. So to Stacy and Izzy. Stacy, mind your business. Stacy, why you being so mean? Why you being so mean to Johnny? Is this some kind of, I understand that Johnny talked a little smack about you in the house and things like that, but you got the man, okay? So why do you have this thing for Johnny? You just don't like her. She comes around, it's like, and it's just, you can just see it. She disdains her, and you have to let that go because, obviously you feel as though Izzy liked Johnny just as much as he liked you. In fact, more at one point in time. Even you said that. And I think that that's what you're so bitter about, and that you just can't understand why Izzy even liked her. And so Uche came over there talking, Johnny's mouth like flew open. Oh my gosh, what's all the drama? Oh, and then Stacy's like, you okay? You all right? You all right? Is something wrong with your face? And then Johnny's just like, no. And she's like, what the heck? Like that. But then Johnny, you made your own bed too, because you shouldn't have talked that much crap in the house, okay? And think that it wasn't going to get back, okay? And on top of that, you did go back and forth. You were fickle with your decisions, but now you're with Chris. He's a safe choice, and so that's where you wanted to be, to show not only on screen that you have someone, because you didn't want to, it seems like you didn't want to leave this whole experiment without a person on your arm. And so that's another one for you, is that, you probably just for the show wanted to make sure that you had a relationship going too. Okay. And I don't know, it seems as though Izzy got up in Chris's ear a little bit, because Izzy is like a little Mitch. Okay. He's like a little Mitch. And he got up in Chris's ear over there to the side, and he was like, yeah, I want this for you guys and everything. I'm happy for you and everything. But, she said, I love you 4 times, and this, that, and other. Chris was just like, oh, really? She said, I love you 4 times? She didn't tell me that. So now he done got some, some things going on in Chris's head there. He planted a seed. Okay. And that was his whole point, was to plant a seed of her being ingenuine. I think Stacy and Izzy, you guys, my review of this, it seems as though you guys need to get your own selves together and get your own life. You guys are everybody else's tea. You are in. I mean, you through this little, soiree or whatever, and then you think that you think that you're the model couple or something. There is no model couples this season. There are none. Okay? So, going back to, Izzy and Stacy, his people had already told Izzy that, Stacy likes nice things. She likes good food, good, nice things, good trips. She loves really nice trips, and you're going to spend money on really good trips. And so, why did he decide to take her on this old fashioned, I think it was like a classic plane where you go in on the bottom side up and there's like two seaters in there, and he said, oh yeah, I'm gonna show her I can show her how to go in style and this, that, and other. But they weren't talking about that. She was talking about she likes first class flights, A+ flights. She likes good vacations. And so he thought he was doing something, or whatever. But prior to that, let me tell you, this dude Izzy is broke. Do you hear me? I do believe that there was a conversation had with them. They were sitting in the bedroom, and she said something about a gas. They were going to pick up some gas, and he didn't have a debit card or a credit card. And she was just like, "Why don't you have a credit card?" And so she quizzed him. She asked him about that, and boy, did that scare her, because, like I said, I believe Izzy is broke, or he's very much in debt. Okay, and if he might be a combination of both. Okay, because I don't even think that his job right now is he that just started the job when he started the show. So it's like you don't have any kind of tenure or anything, at your job. So, oh my goodness, so this woman is just like, it seems as though, Stacy's just like rethinking some things. Like, wait a minute now, I'm not gonna be the one paying all the bills around here. Okay, all right. This got to be like, we got to do this together. It's got to be me, you, So that's what she started to like. You could tell it's quiet. He came in there with his big old suitcase, and why don't you fold your clothes, Izzy? Why don't you fold your clothes? Why are the clothes just thrown in the suitcase, like just? And then he's trying to close it, and I'm like, you're really not gonna fold your clothes, okay? You're really not going to fold your clothes. But she's around there folding her clothes, and you can see it's real quiet. So you can tell there was some words had. They had an argument, a disagreement or something, and that's what it was about. The fact that he doesn't have any kind of credit card. And thus, do you have an account? Do you have any savings? Do you have money, Izzy? Or do you just have what you have on your body to bring to the table? That's not enough, my baby. That is not enough, okay? And so it depends on where Stacy wants to take this. She's trying to give him opportunities to show him. She keeps calling back up to him, saying, you know what, it'll be all right. We'll make it through, whatever. I think these people are they're showing up for the cameras, because if we were off camera, I think that she would have been like, you know what, I'm good. Let's go. Because she even did something similar to that in the kitchen. She was like, you know what, I did what I did, and I'm good. Because she told him, she said, well, I think you're too involved in other people's business. Why are you so involved in what Chris and Johnny are doing over there? Why are you so involved? And she's continually asking him, well, why are you so involved? And he was just like, she said, well, I feel as though when you say, I'm just so glad I'm with you, it makes me appreciate being with you, And she's like, well, I feel as though, and I agree, in arguments or there's a problem with other couples and stuff, and then you're like, oh, I'm happy to be where I'm at. She said, I want you to be happy to be where you're at, period, basically, And so she's like, hey, come on, Izzy he's a Mitch. He's a Mitch. And so is Uche. And getting flowers every week, okay, that's nice. It's a nice gesture. But does that put food on the table? Does that bring income into the household? Does that satisfy whatever it is that Stacy's looking for, because it doesn't look to me. It looks like, he keeps saying, I got you those flowers right there. I got you those flowers right there. And she's like, oh, yeah, they're really nice. Some women are not really into flowers. A lot of men think they are. But a lot of women are not into flowers. It's other things that they're into, other acts of service, other things that women are into. I mean, it could be anything, like a piece of jewelry that that says, hey, I thought about you. Or it could be a meal, a beautiful meal prepared by you with your hands. It could be a nice, relaxing evening. You planned a bubble bath and a nice dinner or something like that. It's other things other than just flowers. Flowers die. Okay, you buy them and they die. I don't care how much you put water on them, they die. Okay. And so a lot of women, including myself, I mean, I love flowers now. Don't get me wrong. I like a good flower and a good rose. Okay. But they die. Okay. Now, there was rumor that this other guy, Tucker and Renee, I think her name is, it was a rumor that they had gotten married too, but then I don't think that they're married anymore. I mean, it was a horrible season. And I mean, love is blind. You guys got to do better. You got to do more selection. Make sure you don't. So anyway, and then of all things, make sure you don't cross paths with people. Love is blind. Please, make sure that there's millions of people in the world. Make sure that the people that you select have never slept with each other before, have never met each other before. That should be an easy thing to do, just by cross-referencing, get your producers working on that. Go to a whole nother city. You need to go on a whole other area of the United States and get new, fresh people. If you have to, get some new producers. I don't know if it's the producer's fault or whatever, but get some newness going, because this season was dry. It was full of drama though. So if you are all about the drama, it's good watching, because there was absolutely no couples that really should be going to the altar. None of them. I mean, sometimes you have, you can say, I think they'd be a good couple. I think they'd be a good couple. No, I don't see none of them. None of them. Okay. And that's my review of it. And glad you all came by to see this. We're going to come together again and see what this mess is going to end up with next week, okay?
Listen.
He's like a douchebag.
I've been a douchebag once before, too. It's okay.
Are you going to defend me?
You don't think I would? I would always defend you. It's so minute.
What?
It's minute.
This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with Lydia.
Who gives a fuck?
How not what? You're supposed to have all these PhDs and masters or whatever, and you don't know what the word minute means.
You're too big.
Miss me with that. Miss me with that.
A great ass job. You make great ass money. You're independent.
By the way, do you think that Miriam and Uche has something going on? Because he said that she's bitter. I wonder if they almost talked at one time or another, and now he's talking about she's bitter and everything. Oh, I can't stand you, Uche. Uche Coochie. I can't stand you. I get the video out, and we got to come together and see how this all ends, okay? I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Anita's Place. Out.